Hi there, everyone, and thank you for the opportunity to share with you this amazing opportunity for you and your golfing friends. Now, tonight, I want to share with you how I got started, what were my initial thoughts, and what I thought was going to happen. And then I will go through the entire process to show you how much you can make over $15,000 in 5 weeks. And it's just playing twice a week. Now, I know what you're thinking. I already know. You're thinking, man, this is crazy. And honestly, I also thought that too. But I can assure you, through the power of the use of mathematics, it changed my view. And I will tell you exactly how I did it and how I can assure you that you will play golf twice a week and make money. So how do we do that? Well, it's simple. Now, I mentioned to you that there was a use of mathematics, right? And look, 2 plus 2 will always equal 4. And you can't change that. It's a constant. That cannot be changed. It's just like when I would say 2 times $100 equals, yeah, you got it, $200. So when I say 2 times $1,000, it's always going to equal $2,000. It can't be anything else. So with that being said, first, hold on. Let me tell you who I am first. Actually, my name is Mike Anderson. I'm a nobody, really. You more than likely would never find me in a project like this. I'm not someone famous. I'm just a regular guy that loves to play golf and really do enjoy the money that I make playing golf with my friends. But this is how it started for me, okay? So let's kick things off right now with saying what you're going to need. These are the things that you have to have, okay? Well, let's get the worry out right now, okay? The very first thing you're going to need to put forth is to have $150. Now, I don't want you to fret over that, and I get it. It's a lot of money, and I understand that. But when I show you that you will never have to spend any more money for the rest of your career with Golf Tour Club, that $150 will seem minimal, I'm sure. But yes, you are going to need $150. And you're also going to need a foursome to play on your golf outing day and to be on your team. Now, when I started, I played golf already with my friends, probably twice a month. So honestly, they were very excited to know that we would be making money and good money playing golf twice a week. But you do need a foursome to get started. Now, I have a Sunday school teacher that loves to play golf too. And on a Sunday, he asked me if I would go play golf with him and his crew on Monday morning at 10:30 at Pine View Country Club here in Wilmington, North Carolina, where I live. And I said, sure, I can do that. Then he said, I'm going to send you this video and I want you to watch it, okay? Which is one very similar to the video that you're watching right now, except that it's not my story. It was another member of Golf Tour Club telling his story. But I watched the video, and I got to tell you, I got excited. I understood it. And I called Paul up, and I said, hey, Paul, tell me more about this email that you sent me. And he began to just duplicate really the same story I heard on the video, but it was his story this time. So Paul asked me if I played in a foursome. Do I know 3 people that love to play golf? I said, yeah, I do. He said, do exactly what I did. So I asked them to join me on Tuesday afternoon. So I decided on that Tuesday afternoon, and I contacted my 3 friends about this and sent them the same email that my friends sent me. And you probably have received one very similar. Now, if you haven't, maybe you don't know a Golf Tour Club member yet. Maybe you came through maybe an ad or something that was on YouTube, or an ad that was on Facebook or Instagram or any of the social medias. It's okay. You can just put your information down below once we're done. and they will assign you to a club. Now, just so that you know, this is done virtually and also physically. Now, I do the physical, and I also have many on my team that do virtual. So it works both ways, and I'll go over that a little bit later on there. Okay, so I went to my Sunday school teacher's golf outing on Monday morning, 10:30, and there were two others from our church as well, and they were all ready to go as well in the video. And it stated that I would need $150, so I already knew that, so that wasn't a problem. I registered on my sponsor's link, and then I got my own site, and I paid the $100 and the $50 to Exodus Elite. Now, Jason, and the first person that would pay was Jason, and that was $100, and he gave that to Paul's sponsor. Why? Because in Exodus Elite, we pay the first one goes to your sponsor. So Jason basically went to Paul's sponsor, but he plays with us on there. So he continues to play with us, but the money will go to Paul's sponsor. He basically becomes Paul's member, Paul's sponsor's member. Now, after that, Pete and myself, we all paid our $100 to in the system and got our thing started as well. But Paul received that $100, so he showed us on his PayPal. He uses PayPal. He said, "Here is my $200 I just got," and I guess at that particular time they just sent it directly to PayPal. So we played golf that day, and we really had a great time. I did. So let's keep going, though, okay? The next day was my golf outing, and all three of my guys showed up ready to play and become members. Now, may I say, before you become a member, already have your team ready to go. Have your foursome ready to go. It will ensure that everyone will make money in the session you're in. So this is how it went. I had my first person check in on my account, and his name is Ray, and Ray paid his money, but it went to Paul because Paul is my sponsor. And then the second and the third guys, Tim and Jeff, their $100 went to me. And yes, I made that $200. Why? Because 2 times $100 equals $200. And it was then I realized, hey, wow, this might actually work. And I went home that day with $200 in my account. I have to admit, I had doubts before I was going to this game, but I saw it work. So I kind of got excited, but I told my 3 friends to schedule their golf games, and actually they had already done that, and they were ready for their day, which was on Wednesday. And when Wednesday came, I made another $200. Now, why did I do that? Because Jeff and Tim and Ray, they all had their games on Wednesday, and they made their $200 each as well. But I got the first one, which was from Tim and Jeff, which is 2 times $100. That equals $200. Now, Ray went to my sponsor, but Tim and Jeff, they paid their $100, and that went to me. So I made another $200. Now I have $400 in my account. And honestly, I became a true believer on this. Now, I do want to let you know, the very next day is Thursday, and my new guys had their games ready to go, and they each made $200. But I made another $200 because they are mine, and I received the first one as well, and so did Paul. Paul received his first. So I got the 2, the second and the third, but I got their first one. Now, if that's confusing, I'm sorry, but I tried to make it as simple as I could. But for now, that's how it actually runs, okay? Now, well, let's summarize. Let's summarize this, okay? So obviously, this is our first week in the session. So there's nothing that we can carry forward. And the price of the program this week is $100. And you also, plus the admin fee, is $49. And that's why we say you got to have the $150 ready to join. And And you won't need any extra. You don't have to pay extra on this at all, ever. That $150 is all you will ever need when you do the what they call the Living the Dream, and Golf Tour Club is part of that program, part of that company. And there are 3 people on your team, and you're going to earn from 2 of them, right? Because the first one always goes to your sponsor. And but on Monday, I paid the $150, so we deduct that. It's $149 because it's $49 for the admin fee and $100 for the cost. And then Monday came and I made $200. Tuesday came and I made another $200. And Wednesday came and I made another $200. And that means that for the total of the week, I made $600, but we have to subtract $149. So you can see I made $451 playing 2 games of golf this week on my first week. Okay? So we're going to move forward, okay? So on Monday, we're ready to go again. And I go to Paul's golf outing on Monday at 10:30. And we did the exact same thing, except we called what is check-in. We checked in on all the accounts, and we did that before we played golf. And so I have $451 in my account. So I took $250 of that $451 plus $100, which would make a total of $350 or $349, because it was actually $99. But I just purchased the G250 is what they call it. Okay, so that's Monday, and we played golf. And then on Tuesday, my guys came, and they each had made $451 as well, and some of them had made more because of their virtual part, which we'll go over here in just a minute. But Ray goes to my sponsor, and he had the $250, and that went to him. However, we have Tim and Jeff, and Tim and Jeff gave $250 to me and paid the $99 admin fee to Exodus Elite. But look at that. 2 times $250, that equals $500 that I made at that game. So on Tuesday, I made $500. And you can see how the pattern's going to go. On Wednesday, yes, I did the exact same thing. I made another $500 from the first ones of Tim and Jeff. And then Larry and Rob played. And from Sam and Walt, I made another $250 or $500 from Thursday. And so that means that for a total of that entire week, I made $1,500. But first, to recap, let's bring forward $451, because that's what our profit was, remember, at the very beginning. And the price of the program was $250, and the price of the admin fee is $99. And then, of course, it's the same. It's going to be the same amount every time because there's 3 that are playing. You always have the first one go to your sponsor. So those 2 you'll earn from the last 2, the second and the third. The party on Monday was $349. I made on Tuesday, I made $500. On Wednesday, I made $500. And on Thursday, I made $500. That's $1,500 that I made just in that week from playing 2 games of golf. Now, folks, what I want you to realize that on Tuesday and Wednesday, I made $1,000 this week, but I wasn't even there. Honestly, I've only met Sam and Rob, who are the Wednesdays. I met Sam and Rob at another function that we were at for Sports Sounds Fan Club, which I'll get into in a little bit. But I really didn't know them that well, but I still made $1,000. All right, so now we go to G500. So on Monday comes, and I go to play golf. We do the exact same thing everybody's doing. Oh, listen, I forgot to go back here. The total for the week is $1,151. So we're back on Monday, and the G500 program is the one that we're going to purchase. So I purchased the G500 program, and the part for Exodus Elite, the admin fee is $199. So that's on Monday. So I take that from the $1,151 that I have, my profits that I've made, and I purchased those things. And that's $700 that I purchased. All right. So what I want you to see is I am not using any of my cash money from my pocket. The only cash money I've ever used was $150, and that got me started. So now I own G500. So now on Tuesday, and you know the drill by now, but let's keep going through here, okay? So on Ray pays his, he's done the exact same thing. He made $1,151. And so Ray pays his money, and so does he pays it to the sponsor. But Tim and Jeff pay their $500, and that goes to me. So that's $1,000 that I made on Tuesday at the Tuesday game. And then on Wednesday, you know, Tim and Jeff and Ray, they all play again, and they have their team, and they do the exact same thing that we've been doing every week. And they all check in, and Tim and Jeff make their $1,000, but Larry and Rob pay their $500, and that goes to me because they are the first ones of Tim and Jeff. So that's 2 times $500. That equals $1,000 that I made again. So friends, if you want to look at this on Thursday, it's the same thing, right? The Thursday is that I have Sam and Walt, who are the first ones of Larry and Rob. They paid their $1,000 or $500, and that went to me. So I made another $1,000. Can you see what's happening here, folks? I'm making money, and I'm not even at the game. I'm not even there, and I still make money. It goes into my account automatically. So let's summarize again, okay? So this one here, we go forward. We have $1,602 to carry forward. The price of the program was $500, and the price of the admin was $199. There were 3 people on the team. I earned from 2 of them. On Monday, I paid the $699 to I paid that to my sponsor and the Exodus Elite. And then on Monday, I made $1,000. On Tuesday, I made $1,000. And on Wednesday, I made $1,000. Now, that's a $500 program, bringing me a grand total of $3,903. Remember, I only paid $150 to join this wonderful club, and I was able to do it. But on Monday, yep, we're back at it again, 10:30 at the Pineview Country Club. I'm with Paul, and we meet there ahead of time, and I check in. Now, I take from that $6,000 that I have, I take $1,000, and I buy the G1000, but I also have the $300 Exodus Elite program that I pay as well. So I pay that to start the week of the G1000. Then on Tuesday, we do the same thing, folks. We do the exact same thing. Ray pays his sponsor, or Ray pays my sponsor, and Tim and Jeff pay me $1,000. I made $2,000 on Tuesday. And on Wednesday, I made another $2,000 because 2 times 1,000 equals $2,000. And then on, so Thursday comes and Sam and Walt pay their $1,000, and I get that as well. That's another $2,000, giving me a grand total for that week is $6,000 that I made. And so we're going to carry forward what we were at. Our profit was $3,903. The price of the program was $1,000 plus the $299 admin fee. I subtract that from the amounts that I made, And then on Tuesday, I made $2,000. And on Wednesday, I made $2,000. And on Thursday, I made $2,000 as well, bringing me a total for the entire thing, $8,604. So that's how that goes until on Monday. On Monday, now, just so that you know, before I get into this last game of the session, this continues on as long as people play golf. So we stopped at Thursday just for this sake, but it continues on. Those guys, Sam and Walt, they are going to host theirs on Friday probably, or Monday. And it's going to continue to go. And it's going to continue to go on until someone stops playing golf. That's the great thing about this, is that I'm making, even at this week here where I'm getting $2,000, I'm making $500 from somebody I have never met. And I don't even know. But I get $500 because they are the first one and they go to the sponsor. And I am their sponsor. And that's the beauty of this program. But this is the final week and it is $2,000. So I take from the $8,000 that I had, I take $2,400 so I can pay the Excess Elite admin fee. And now I own all the programs. So in this session, as long as people play golf, it doesn't matter if they buy the $150 or $100 program, the G100, the G250, G500, G1000, G2000. It doesn't matter. I'm always going to receive the first one. So I can still receive it. And I'm going to share with you how this actually continues on in just a moment. But let's continue on, okay, because we're here now at G2000, and this is our final session, okay? So on Tuesday, we played our golf on Monday, and now I'm back on Tuesday with my guys, and they've all done the exact same thing. They're ready to upgrade, and Ray pays his $2,000 to my sponsor, Paul, and Tim and Jeff both pay me, so that's $2,000 and $2,000. That's $4,000 that I received that game. And just so that you know, this is exactly what happens. You make $4,000 that day. Most of the time I make more because I have others that are coming in at $500 and another one at $100 and then some of them at $250. It varies. You know, it all continues to keep going. But that's on Tuesday. I made $4,000. Then on Wednesday, Tim and Jeff go out and play their golf with, and also Ray, but Larry and Ram are the first ones, and they pay their $2,000, giving me another 2 times $2,000 equals $4,000, and so I make another $4,000, and then on Thursday I have the exact same thing. And Larry and Rob are playing their golf game, and Sam and Walt are going to pay the $2,000, and that comes to me. So that's another $4,000, giving me a grand total now for the week of $12,000. Now let's recap this so that we can share with you exactly how much money we make playing golf, and it's only been 5 weeks. All right, so we're going to carry this forward to $8,604. And then on the $2,000 and actually $2,400, we take from that. And then on Monday, I paid the $2,400. And then on Tuesday, I paid I received $4,000. On Wednesday, I received $4,000. And on Thursday, I received $4,000. And this gives me a grand total for the entire session, $18,205. So let me ask you this. Do you play golf normally with 3 or more regularly? And in this scenario of golfing events, how many people did I have to keep recruiting for my team in order for me to make $18,205? None. I never had to recruit any more people. I used the same people. Now, do I have other people? Well, yeah, I do, because other people want to join. And I accept them as a sponsor, and I accept that virtually, but they play golf on their own with their buddies. I mean, I have people that are in Atlanta, Georgia. I have people that are in Dallas, Texas. I have people that are in, where is it, Florida, Orlando, right outside Orlando, Cocoa. Now, we're having a big golf outing in Las Vegas, and I believe it's going to be in October, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a week-long time, or maybe it's September. I don't know. It's a week-long event in Las Vegas where we all are going to play golf, and you have to register early for it. And listen, folks, we're all paying our own way. This isn't a reward. This isn't something that you're going to get. I mean, there are going to be awards given, but this is not the reward thing that you're going to get. We all make money, so we all pay our way. And it's a lot of fun, and I've been on 2 of these already, and had a lot of fun with it. Last time we went to Japan and played golf in Thailand. Thailand and Japan, it was a 2-week thing. And they're always popping up. So if you love to play golf, this is the opportunity for you. Not only that, but you make a lot of money just playing golf. So what do you do now? Well, guess what? You start over. That's right. On the following Monday, I went to Paul's outing, and we had at 10:30. And sure enough, there was another outing. And we were the same guys. And we started again. And it starts with $100 and $50. Maybe you have to have $150. And we started. Now, for me, I only do three sessions in a row. Actually, you can see this is my calendar here for April. Now, you can see I do 3 sessions of baseball. What we call that Sports Challenge Fan Club, and you'll learn a lot more about that a little bit later. In the fall, I do 4 sessions for football. I usually like to take the last part of December off, and January and February off. Now, there are people that in December, January, and February, they get really hot in the basketball, which is great. You know, that's what they love to do. I like to go skiing and do some winter things and go see my kids and have some fun. Sometimes I'll go on a cruise. I just like to enjoy life. So I do 6 sessions a year with Sports Challenge Fan Club. But as I told you, I do other programs as well. I do Sports Challenge Fan Club. I do, as you can see on my calendar here, I do Sports Challenge Fan Club. I do Movies and More. And in Movies and More, that is a fun one. You just go to Movies with your friends and you check in just like you would for Sports Challenge Fan Club. And those are the only 3 I do. Now, I am thinking of doing this one. It's called Laugh More Today, just simply because it's virtual and I just want to see how it runs. I think it will be a lot of fun. You just send a lot of funny videos to your friends once a week. And when they get it, there's a link and they all check in on your account, and they all pay the money, and we keep moving. But that is it. And actually, there's a lot more. If you want to check out my website, it's mikesworldnow.com. You can click the little button that says Living the Dream, and you'll see all these programs, and there are more, but you'll get invitations on all of them through email once you become a member. And they're adding programs all the time. So there is always something going on. But for now, I only do 3. I do the Sports Challenge Fan Club, the Golf Tour Club, and the Movies and More. Looking to do Laugh More Today in the fall. So I want to thank you, everyone, for this opportunity to share with you this amazing opportunity. It's been my pleasure to share this information with you. And listen, I'm not here to entice you to do anything. But I am here to encourage you to get back with the person that shared this link to you, because they want you on their team. And if you don't know the person yet, and actually you're unclear of how it is, just fill out the information below, and the Living the Dream partners, they will put you on one of the partners team. These are people that invested in the company for its startup fees and marketing fees. So they know well how to get you started and to help you along the way if you need it. And I'm going to let you know I'm a partner, and I'm always happy to help people move forward. And I will say this, in person, it's a lot of fun, obviously. But I have 7 people assigned to my team. And I have helped each one of them to success. And I do my best to make it fun for them and for everyone. So my advice for you is just get back with the person who invited you here, or if you can't, just put your information below and you will get that information. I'm going to leave with you my information, and that's just if you want to ask me a question, or if you need to get some answers. I've been in this program now for 2 years, going on my 3rd, and I think I know it pretty well. And you can email me at mikesworldnow20@gmail.com. You can also go to my website, mikesworldnow.com, sign up there, and they will appoint you to the team that will work best for you, maybe even in your area, if they have an extra people there. All right, so folks, thanks so much for being here. And again, if I can help you in any way, don't hesitate to get in touch with me. Hey, I hope I see you in Las Vegas in October. It's going to be a lot of fun. And become a member and just start enjoying life a little bit more. Take care, God bless, and we will see you soon.